Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. You know, you're not supposed to be happy when you come back from vacation and you have to go back to work. But I got to tell you, I am so happy to be home. And I got to tell you, it was in doubt last night. This was crazy. I've had, guys, you know, I've had stories about airplanes before. You know, there was a time they put tape on the wing so we could get out for training camp. But yesterday, oh my God, this takes the cake. We actually get to the airport early, 4 hours. And they kept changing the gate from gate 26 to gate 47 to gate 18 to gate 43. So we're literally going round and round and round and round the airport. But that's okay. We're going home. They got football up. So we're watching the Steelers game and keeping up with the Redskins and all that. And we finally get out to our airplane. We get loaded in. And they tell me that my bag is this much too long. This much. But it wasn't packed, crammed with stuff in the container. But it was this much too long. So they charged me $35 to check that one after checking my main bag. And that had all of my camera equipment. I was like, look, I have carried this bag across the country. I have never had this issue before American Airlines. Sorry, rules are rules. And I'm sitting here looking at some of these bags people are carrying that are like this wide, double stuffed with stuff. I'm like, ain't this the stuff? I said, I bet it's because I'm wearing my Cowboys shirt. Bet that's what it is. So we get on this plane, we get pushed back, and we wait. And we wait. We just sit there for about an hour. Captain comes on and says, we got a little engine problem. One of our engines won't start. So we're going to wait for a tow to back into the gate and see if they can fix it. So we get back to gate. You get us all off the airplane. They tell us to go to another gate. Yeah. Make a long story, and I mean a long story short, they put us on another airplane that's an international flight. And because it's an international flight, TSA has to check it out before you can get on the plane. Okay, so they check it out. And we get on the plane. And we sit. After about an hour, the captain comes on and says, well, we'll be going on our way soon. We're just waiting for our baggage to be loaded. I'm looking out the window. I see all our bags. All the carts are just sitting outside. Ain't nobody putting anything on. About another half an hour later, the captain comes on and says, sorry, we have a little problem because we don't have anybody to load the bags. I'd actually go out there and load them myself, but it's against rules, and we can't load the bags. Somebody else has to do it because of rules or I don't know what it is. Make a long story short, 6 hours of waiting in an airplane in a seat that's not meant for me. It's okay for Jobu, and my knee was killing me. So I'm double dosing my ibuprofen for knee pain. But that's okay because we are back home where we belong. And I got to tell you, I missed you. I missed you guys. I miss getting up first thing in the morning and doing a video and being here every single day with you guys, because I don't know if you guys have realized it. Maybe it hasn't happened with you guys yet. For me, this is like getting up and going to the bathroom every morning. It's something I have to do. It's second nature for me to get up and talk to you guys. And I was literally going crazy. Don't get me wrong, it was a great time and stuff, but I miss being out with you guys, and that's the honest truth. I missed being able to get all my updates about the Dallas Cowboys, and finding out that Paul Alexander was fired, and that Marco Colombo was promoted as offensive line coach and stuff. That Houck is back, and looking at what's going on with Amari Cooper and all these things, and getting ready for the game. Thank God we did not have a game while we're gone. Now here's the deal, guys. We got some needed help yesterday. Much needed help. If the Redskins had won yesterday, They could have been running off with a whole lot. That was really a do or die situation for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's be honest, because they don't want to lose another one in the NFC. They're looking at wild card because the Saints clearly are the best team in the NFL right now. After them beating the Rams, they're not going to win their division. So they're jockeying for wild card. So they needed that win in the NFC. You know, the Redskins won, and all of a sudden now they've got a 2-game lead in the division. And if we lose a 3-game lead, well, then you can cancel Kiss Christmas. Then it's just about over with. But for the Redskins to not only lose to the Falcons, but to lose more offensive linemen. They already lost Trent Williams for 4 games because of thumb surgery, and he's in the position where we kind of are with Tyron Smith. Great tackles, great talent, guys that when they're healthy are the best there is, but they're beginning to break down and aren't consistent anymore. So he's got thumb surgery, so he's out the next 3 weeks. And then they lose both of their guards yesterday. And I know Sharif, I believe, that looked like a pretty bad shoulder injury. He may be done for the year. So now the Redskins, if we get a win, we're only 1 game behind, and we have Thanksgiving at home against them. So all of a sudden, things change if we take care of business against the Titans tonight. And the Titans are kind of a mirror image of us and kind of everybody in the NFL, where it's literally a week-to-week league. 1 week, you're great. You're world beaters. The next week, not so much. So we have to hopefully take care of business like we have at home, get a win, and get ready for the next game. Because we're not going to talk about that next game yet, but that game after it is going to be huge. So we got to start handling business because our margin for error is getting slimmer and slimmer. For Seattle to lose yesterday is another help for our team. It kind of brings them back down when you start talking about wild cards. Now we want Atlanta to start losing some more, and we want to beat them because then we own a tiebreaker. So all of these things are relative. All these games, we have to start paying attention to everything that's going on. Unfortunately, we're not the Rams or the Saints where we don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing, just handling our business. We need to start paying attention to that. And I believe if we go 6-3, we got a pretty good chance of making the playoffs. 7-2, definitely we should be in there. And we've got some winnable games, and we actually have a good schedule going into December. We've got the Eagles, then we've got Tampa Bay, we got the Colts, and we got the Giants. And we know what the Giants are playing for, the number 1 pick. So don't count them in. Tampa Bay has been up and down and everything else, so, you know, you can get a win against them. Colts, same thing. I don't know if Andrew Luck will be able to make it through the season. And the Eagles, they're like us, up and down, and they're not scaring anybody. So with those games there, right now, if we can kind of get on a roll, we can be in great shape. So I'm happy to be back. I've got to get to work. I'm actually taking today off to unpack and get ready for tonight because tonight is huge. Unfortunately, it's raining like a mother outside, and I got chicken wings to cook. I'm hoping that it will slow down some by this evening because you know Jobu needs his wings, and I need football. Wow. But thanks, everybody, for all the support while I was gone, all the text messages, the emails and stuff letting me know that my videos sucked because they're pixelated, and I was trying to do the best I could. I mean, we're out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and the Wi-Fi system on the boat really, really stunk. But later on today, I'm going to pull a Jerry Jones, and I'm going to stir some stuff up for all of you Dak haters. I'm going to tell y'all to just basically shut the F up. Because this is just driving me crazy with all of the hate and all of this stuff. You know what? I live my life on a positive note. I like to make sure that I enjoy each and every day because you don't know how many days you have left. And I found out while I was gone that Leon, you'll remember I talked about Leon having lung issues, who's been in the hospital, and asked everybody for their prayers. Leon passed away last week while I was out of town, and he will be missed. The Cowboys missed a star fan. Yvonne, who's made my signs and stuff here, she's in the hospital right now. Thoughts and prayers to you, Yvonne. And you just don't know what tomorrow holds. We were on that plane last night. We were hitting some bad air that literally you could feel the plane dropping. I could have crashed in a plane crash last night. So I'm not going to waste my time with being negative and wasting a day. Dak sucks. He's the worst quarterback ever. Okay. Maybe he's got a lot to learn. But he's far from being the worst quarterback in the NFL. And regardless of what you think, he's going to be our quarterback for the rest of this year and next year at least. So why waste your time? But I'll get into that later on here. I've got to take care of some stuff and get some things together here. But as always, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'm so happy to be back home where I belong. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee. I'll see you soon.